Good evening. Welcome back to Gooner Fanzine TV. We're in the shadows of the Emirates with Dan the Man and myself, who've both come straight from Mikel Arteta's press conference and obviously the press box prior to that in our roles as Dan the Man as Arsenal correspondent for the Islington Gazette and myself as Arsenal correspondent for Vava website. Dan the Man's done player ratings tonight. I've done a match report and reaction, so we're going to talk about Dan's player ratings. Go for it, Dan. So obviously Emi Martinez in goal.
He was my man of the match. I gave him an 8. I thought he made some really important saves in that first half. The one from Alioski's header where he basically clawed it off the line was the most impressive one. But yeah, fairly solid. What you want from your cup keeper, really. I mean, we've seen some really solid cup keepers for Arsenal on FA Cup runs. Fabianski or Spina, they both did well. So hopefully Martinez can do the same for Arsenal, basically, because would like to win the FA Cup. Yeah,
absolutely. I've only got a vague hint of a smile because me and Dan were talking off camera when we left the press box just about who was going to be man of the match, and Dan obviously said Martinez was. I think Martinez played really, really well, but I don't want to acknowledge the fact that he played really, really well. I want to give it to Reece Nelson, because if you acknowledge the fact that Martinez played really well, it means Arsenal under the cosh. And I think they were under the cosh for the first 45 minutes, but the second half, I thought Arsenal played so much better. But what did you give Martinez in the end?
An 8.
An 8, okay, yeah. 8.5, yep. Go on then.
I'm right, keep going.
Makes a change, go on.
Socrates was a right back, which was quite interesting. I think we all thought it was going to be a back three, didn't we?
Yeah.
I thought he did all right.
Yeah.
I mean, he had a bit of trouble with Alioski in the first half, but did well second half.
Yep.
Showed really good battling qualities and, stepped up and took responsibility, basically. So I gave him a 6. Thought it was decent.
Okay. The little sort of incident at the end when he was on the ground and he got stamped on, and I thought he showed a bit of character then, because he wasn't going to roll around. He didn't sort of moan about it. He just said, look, don't do that. Yeah. And I like that. So I'd probably give him 6.5, 7 just for that alone, because he showed grit and character, and that's what I love from an Arsenal defender.
So we're giving him an extra rating because he was on the floor. Right, cool.
Because he didn't moan when he got stamped on the floor, basically.
Look what I'm having to work with.
Next.
Do you want Holding or David Luiz? We'll go David Luiz.
David Luiz, because I know how much you love him. Yeah.
Also, to be fair to David Luiz, the past few weeks, been fairly impressed. I gave him a 6. I thought he was going to get his Man United. I thought he was okay tonight as well. Looks more of a leader now to me.
Well, why do you think that is, though?
Just because Arteta said to him, basically, you're the senior member of this squad, step up.
But why wouldn't Emery have done that? I don't understand.
I think they're two different kind of characters, Emery and Arteta, personally. But something to come on to another video, because we'll be here all night. But yeah, gave him a 6. Thought he defended pretty well and looks like more of a leader. So yeah, more of the same, please.
Okay. 6. The fact he's saying he's a leader now, and he obviously spoke well after United game, saying he threw Emery under the bus a little bit in terms of.
He absolutely launched.
Yeah. And I thought that was slightly disingenuous, because you were one of his players. Why are you suddenly saying we haven't got the fitness? Why don't you work harder then? Work harder in training, do a double session. Ask your boss to do a double session. So for that reason, I thought he was a bit disingenuous to do that. I thought he should have scored from a header from Moses' corner in the first half as well. I'll give him a 5 tonight.
5, whatever, okay. Just can't do it anymore. Rob Holding, gave him a 4.5. I thought he looked shaky.
Yeah.
Playing out from the back, gave the ball away so many times. I mean, the one in the first half where he tried to pass to Kolasinac, he just rolled it out of play. I mean, not great.
Yeah.
Thought he defended okay, but yeah, got to do better with the ball at his feet, basically. So yeah, 4.5.
Yeah, I can't really disagree with that. I thought he looked shaky. I thought he looked rusty. I thought he looked tentative. He got pulled out of position. He wasn't particularly strong in the ball. Wasn't particularly strong in the air. But it's Rob Holding, and hopefully he will come stronger because he's just been unlucky with injuries. He needs to get a run of games. He needs to find his fluidity, his rhythm, and his fitness, basically. But yeah, I 4.5, 5. Yeah, I can't disagree with that.
Kolasinac, I gave a 6 as well. Defended well, got forward okay.
What about the booking he got in the second half, though? That was a bit.
It was a foul he had to make, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, he's on the edge of his own box, and I can't remember who it was. One of the Leeds players was trying to get into the box, basically. It was a foul he had to make.
Yeah.
So I think what you described as a tactical foul. So
yeah,
I
literally.
think it was the right decision, basically.
Literally took one for the team. But was his positioning right? Because he sort of came round.
Yeah, he probably could have been a bit wider, but that's what it is.
Okay, so what'd you give him?
6.
6, okay, yeah, 5.5, yeah. He's big and he's athletic and he's strong, and he never adds up to the sum of his parts, and it's really frustrating.
I thought he's done all right
he played really well against United, I thought. And that was a level I want him to be at today.
You've got to think he's not fully fit either.
Well, yes, yeah.
He's basically been.
But he seemed fully fit against United, though. He certainly ran his heart out. He ran his socks off, or whatever the phrase is.
He hadn't trained all week.
No, and he did so well, though, didn't he?
Yeah.
He was obviously running on adrenaline, but why not show it tonight? I know it's only Leeds. Say only Leeds, the top of the Championship, playing really well. Why can't he do it week in, week out? It's really frustrating for me.
I think he'll get there. I think we're seeing a lot of improvement under Arteta in terms of individual players, and hopefully he's one of them soon. So
yeah.
I think he's done it right, personally.
Okay.
I've not been his biggest fan as well.
Yeah.
And we've always consistently given him 0 out of 10 for his cross.
Yeah,
I think he's done it right lately. So.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Okay, and obviously with Tierney out long term, or for the next few months, he's got a real chance to stake a claim for that left berth spot.
Might look at a left back though.
Do you think?
I think so.
Wouldn't they be signing a centre half first though?
Well, I think you've got to look at both, really.
Can Arsenal afford it?
Well, they've managed to pull out 72 million for Nicolas Pepe, didn't they? After being told we had 45 million.
Yeah, exactly.
Possible.
Anything's
but yeah,
possible.
I think if they are going to look at a left back, it'll be on loan probably. Obviously, you know, there's a lot of promise with Tierney. Hopefully, he can get over his injury problems. Wait and see, basically.
Yeah. Okay. Next.
Granit Xhaka, back to his normal self after his superb play against Man United. I gave him a 5. I thought he got overran too much in that first half, basically.
Yeah.
Gave the ball away quite cheaply as well, but he did show a bit of grit and determination in that second half, which is good to see. And there was a point when he gave the ball away and he showed real frustration with himself, which to me says, this is someone who knows he can do better. So hopefully we'll continue to see more of what he showed against United rather than what he showed tonight. So yeah, 5.
Yeah, absolutely. I completely agree. I mean, he did show frustration in himself, but that was good. It was a good attitude to have because you could see he wanted to do better. Basically, I know there's been talk about her for Berlin, but I think that's like 13 for the Bundesliga. It's a step down if he goes to.
He wants him to stay basically.
Yeah. But so. I suppose he'd have to say that, wouldn't he? But if he does, if he looks at it rationally, going to a 13th place team in the Bundesliga or staying to fight for your place at Arsenal, having been hopefully successfully rehabilitated into the squad, it's a no-brainer really, and I think his attitude showed that tonight. So what did you give him again?
5.
5, yeah, 5.5, yeah. I mean,
you disagree, didn't you?
But you're right. I mean, he doesn't. He's not a box-to-box midfielder. He's not creative enough, and he's not tenacious enough to be a real defensive midfielder. Yeah, he falls between two, say 3 stools basically.
Yes, but I think his performance against United shows what he's
capable of,
ability,
yeah,
and 2 his importance to Arteta, because basically what he did, him and Torreira, every time Arsenal get the ball at the back, they just drop into that space and provide an option and move it on quickly. Yeah. That's what he's best at doing, just getting the ball and moving it on. Just don't stay on it for too long. And I think, Arteta's spoken about his importance, and I think he is going to be an important player for him. Whether he might look for an upgrade at some point, Arteta, I don't know, but at the moment he's the best player suited to what Arteta wants. So
but that's the level I want from him. The United game, not tonight, superb, and hopefully that'll come. Let's hope so. Anyway, next.
Guendouzi, odd one for me because I thought in the first half he was shocking, and then second half I thought he was probably the most important player, to be honest. Just first half was just poor all round, basically. Out of position all the time, which is part of the reason Leeds had so much control. I think that's one of his worst qualities, not being able to control a game. Yeah. But the second half, he showed what he's really good at, and that's taking the game to opponents, basically. Yeah. So yeah, better for him. I gave him a 7 in the end. Okay, yeah. Certainly a 7 for his second half showing. I thought he was tenacious in the tackle and in his positioning in the second half, and in fact he wanted to win the ball back. 6.5, 7. Who's next? We'll go Pepe next. Okay. I gave him a 6.5. I thought in the first half he probably looked the most willing player to get at Leeds and cause a problem. Was really important in the build up to the goal as well. The way he turned away from his man and kind of had that composure just to play in Lacazette. Obviously squared it for Nelson. Okay from him. I think he's still showing signs of improvement, which is good. He was obviously really good against United, really good against West Ham a few weeks ago. So he's getting there. Obviously it was going to take time, we all knew that. So all right again for him tonight. 6.5. Completely agree, Dan. Wow. Mesut Ozil, 5.5. He's been so good under Arteta so far. Not his best performance tonight. I think the pace of the game kind of took it away from him, really. But, we've seen better from him. We know what he's capable of. An off night, everyone has him. So, 5.5. Yeah, I thought he was completely anonymous the first half. Second half, he showed a bit more character, basically. I think 10 touches in the first half. Really? Is that all? So, yeah. One of them was with a corner for Luis to head wide. But, I thought his second half showing was a lot better. And I thought he deserved a round of applause when he did come off. So, he's been superb lately. So, fair play to him since he turned it around. Yeah, absolutely. And then Reece Nelson got the goal and was your man of the match. But no one really cares. No one does. No, I gave him a 7.5. I thought he wasn't great in the first half, but in the second half he really showed that grit and determination, which Arsenal are all about, basically.
Yeah.
So he got the goal, important for him. Arteta spoke about him in the press conference, didn't he, saying, that goal's going to boost his confidence.
Yeah.
He knows his ability and his quality, so hopefully we'll see more of that from him.
Yeah.
I thought he was really direct as well in his running, which is good to see. Just needs to work on his end product, which is also something that Arteta kind of noted.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay from him, 7.5.
Yeah, excellent. Yeah, and what I liked was it was a scrappy goal. Not every goal has to be a silky, brilliant goal, basically. The fact he was tenacious enough to slot it home in the right spot as well. Absolutely. So yeah, it was good to see. So yeah, 7.5, great.
Lacazette, I gave a 6.5. Still looks a bit rusty for me.
Okay.
We've been saying that for weeks.
Well,
God knows when that's going to end. But I think his most important attribute, obviously his goal scoring, we know can be really good. He just needs that confidence. But I think his best quality is the way he links play and he works so hard for the team.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay, 6.5.
Yeah. Just one Lacazette. I mean, for the United game, we had a bit of a chat on sort of WhatsApp group prior to or after the game, I should say, and I thought he was brilliant. The fact that he just works so hard because he hasn't been at a level. He does work hard, and that is one of the features of his play. And he hasn't been doing that as regularly and consistently as he has done over the previous seasons, basically. And I loved his display against United. And today, it wasn't going for him, but he carried on working hard. He showed solidarity with his players and his teammates when the chips were down and Leeds were trying to be physical, and I love that. So yeah, 6.5. I think that's probably a fair comment.
Yeah. The subs, I didn't give Willock or Saka a rating. Obviously, they came on so late, not really fair to judge them. Gave Martinelli a 6.5. They looked bright again. Had a good chance. A lot more to come through. Obviously, good time back from injury. So yeah, hopefully see a bit more of him soon.
Absolutely. And as Arteta told us in the press conference that we just come from, he's building something there basically. So give us a mark on Arteta as well.
I'll give him an 8.
Okay.
Purely based on the bollocking he gave them at half time, basically. And the way they responded to it, which is good to see. It means they're buying into what he wants. So yeah, an 8 for him, and also for his humour during the press conference as well.
There was a really amusing incident, wasn't there, during Arteta's press conference?
Yeah. So a phone went off, I think, from a member of security, and the tune was "We Are for Everton," which is one of their FA Cup
I was trying to work out what it was.
It was quite funny considering Arteta's Everton links. But he took it well, to be fair to him, despite being interrupted. I mean, everyone was in fits of laughter as was Arteta. Yeah. So good to see a bit of humour from him, really. That was a nice moment.
He was very calm and he did show a bit of good humour as well. Yeah. And just as a sort of personal point, what idiot would leave the phone on a press conference during an Arsenal manager?
Who would do that, Layth? Who would do that?
No idea, to be honest. So, anyway, thanks very much to Dan the Man for his time. You've heard our opinion, you've heard Dan's opinion. What do you think? Like, comment, share. Give us your opinion on the Arsenal after Arsenal's 1-0 victory over Leeds. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon. Come on, the Arsenal. Cheers.